Everybody knows that in an emergency, you call 911. But not everybody knows that the majority of emergency calls made in Northern Virginia are answered here, in the cafeteria of a converted school building in Annandale.
Fairfax County 911, where is your emergency?
It's a big responsibility. I know the officers have the responsibility of being out there protecting the public, but we have the responsibility of getting the information for the officers so they know. What we do, it makes a big difference.
It sounds like a simple job. They answer the phone and send help. Occasionally, it is simple, but many times the work is very demanding, complex, and stressful.
Sometimes just getting information from a person that's called in can be difficult, and it can be frustrating.
You don't know what you're going to get. You could get a couple people fighting. You could get a baby being born. You could get CPR.
They work 12 hours at a time, answering over 5,000 calls a day. The issues range from minor to extreme, but through it all, the people at this end of the line remain calm and patient.
10-4, 10-20 hours. I've got to be basically their anchor right now to keep them calm. And a lot of people over the phone, if they hear you're calm, they will calm down.
You have to explain to them, this is a situation. I understand that you're upset, angry, anxious, scared, but we need to get the right help to you. So you need to be calm to help the person that you're concerned about.
They call themselves public safety communicators, or PSCs, but people who call in sometimes have other names for them.
I've had calls where I've had people yelling at me for stuff that's going on. There's nothing you can really do.
Sometimes when people are in crisis, they get very excited. They can be very demanding.
I had a woman, she became a little irate, and she used some profanity, but that's okay. You know, that's how she was feeling, and she's entitled to feel that way. At the end of the day, I got what I needed, and I sent help, and that's my job.
Answering a call correctly involves a number of techniques which combine patience, thick skin, skillful listening, and quick thinking.
What's your name?
Usually what you want to try to do is make a connection with them. So if you've gotten to the point where you have their name, you try to respond to them by their name instead of calling them sir or ma'am.
Okay, Leona, what's your phone number?
I've had one caller. It was a domestic violence situation. And she was very overwhelmed in her situation. She said, well, would you pray for me? And I said a little prayer for her because she asked. And, I was able to calm her down until units got there and were able to assist her.
Being an effective PSC requires a combination of the right personality and the right training. Yet, despite intense training and support, not everyone can be prepared for every situation.
I had a 13-year-old son call saying his mom was in labor. So I had to walk him through the steps of helping the mom give birth to her child. He was scared. He was really scared. And I had to calm him down, but he did a great job of helping his mother through. And I believe she had a baby boy.
Even though they are sometimes called upon to help with a birth or to guide someone through successfully performing CPR, the communicators are only the first responders, keeping the situation under control until police, fire, or other emergency professionals arrive.
All right, the fire department is on the way.
We don't always hear the last part of the story. A lot of times we read half the book. We get the beginning, we provide assistance up to the middle of the story, maybe a little bit past it. And then when the medic crew gets on scene, we don't always hear all of the details in terms of what actually took place with that person.
There is drama.
Holy crap.
There is joy. But there is also devastating tragedy. People call 911 in a time of crisis, and unfortunately, not every crisis ends well.
I've had a call that was just completely unexpected. It's basically the son found his mother had killed herself. Totally caught me off guard, and knowing what he's going through, I can hear the husband crying in the background. I mean, it emotionally drained me right there because it was just, you could kind of feel their pain over the phone.
Public safety communicators do their best to remain calm and in control, But they are human beings, and they are subject to the same feelings as the rest of us.
It's hard sometimes to keep your emotions, but just knowing that, look, I need to keep calm for him so then he can stay calm for the father.
After it's over, you feel weak and you feel nauseous, and you just feel a whole lot of emotion at that point. Did I do the right thing? Did I say the right thing? You just feel it.
Fortunately, emergencies are a rare occurrence for most of us. Something big happens and it changes our lives completely. But for call takers, it's business as usual.
You just get a mix. You get the humor, you get the grief, you get the sadness, but all of that is human life. It's just life.
Feels great. Feels great. You actually were able to give somebody instructions. You're able to maintain composure. You're able to connect with somebody and give them instructions that made a difference in their life, at least to somebody that they loved. It's a really nice feeling.
After 12 hours, they go home to their own lives. And then they come back and do it all over again.
Fairfax County 911, do you have an emergency?